Hi, boys and girls. Thank you for having your close reading book open to page 6. Today we are going to reread Sand Sculpture by Eleanor Hahn. Go ahead and track as I read, just like we do in class. Are you ready? Finger on the first word. For some people, sandcastles are more than just fun at the beach. They're a way to create art and make money. Sand sculptors enter competitions to win big prizes. When they compete, they all use the same simple items. They use shovels, molds, sand, and water. Their knowledge of science, construction, and art results in some amazing creations. Do you remember why we circled the parts of words? Let's go over them. We first circled the OR in sculptors because the OR tells us it's one who. It is a suffix, that's right. We circled TION because it is a suffix meaning the act of. So in this word, it would mean the act of competing. We circled or put a box around know in knowledge because know is the root word of knowledge. And then we found the root word of construction. It was construct, meaning to build. And the suffix TION is a suffix meaning the act of. Let's go ahead and read the caption above the picture. It says, it takes skill, talent, hard work, and about 4 days to construct a sand sculpture like this one. Can you imagine going to the beach and creating this? That would be a pretty awesome day. Okay, let's go to the next page. And I'm looking at a picture, and it looks like men are hard at work. And they are one is passing a bucket to another. I also see bags. And I notice in the background, I see water like I see at the beach or the shore. Maybe the text will give us clues as to what's going on in this picture. Let's continue. Here's where the science comes in. By themselves, dry grains of sand are slippery. They cannot stick together. But water changes everything. That's because water creates tiny bridges that hold the grains of sand together. So now I see why the author put the word bridges in parentheses right over here. Because she went on to tell us that it holds the grain of sands together, and bridges do that with roads as well. Let's continue on. Sand sculptors know just how much water to add. Too much or too little will cause their creations to crumble. On the side, we annotated. We talked about what the paragraph was mostly about, and we said science is used when constructing sand sculptures. How do you think this picture relates to the text? Is there a sentence that supports what's going on in the picture? Let's move on. The sculptors work quickly. First, they stack their blocks of hard, wet sand. Then they smooth the sand. After that, they shape it using their hands and scrapers. To carve details, they use fine tools. Finally, a stunning work of art appears. For a little while, anyway. Why do you think the author said that? For a little while, anyway. Let's read the last sentence. It says, when the sand dries out, even the winning sculptors fall apart. Okay, I'm going to have you annotate the last part. What was it mostly talking about? Okay, let's look at the picture below. The caption says, some sand artists work in teams. This sculptor prefers to work by herself. If you were a sand sculptor, would you want to work on a team or would you want to work by yourself? Okay, great job, boys and girls. We have now read this passage a few times, and now we're ready to move on to our comprehension written response. Great job.